Tesla CEO Elon Musk has apologized to a Thai cave rescuer for calling him a pedo or pedophile in an unfounded claim. On Monday, Vernon Unsworth warned that he was considering legal action.
It's not finished.
How disrespectful was he, do you think?
I believe he's called me a paedophile. Well, by definition, you know, rescuing 12 young boys, that by definition, that puts everybody else in the same context.
After everything you've done, how does it make you feel when he goes and puts that out there to the world?
I'm not going to make any further comment about him, but I think people realise what sort of guy he is.
Would you consider taking legal action against him?
Yes. It's not finished.
It's not finished. Well, Musk's outburst prompted an open letter from the venture capitalist Gene Munster on behalf of investors. He wrote, "Your behavior is fueling an unhelpful perception of your leadership, thin-skinned and short-tempered." Elon Musk today tweeted, "I apologize to Mr. Unsworth and to the companies I represent as a leader. The fault is mine and mine alone." Today's apology has highlighted Elon Musk's treatment of those critical of him. My next guest faced his wrath for publishing a series of unflattering scoops on Tesla. In this Business Insider article, Linette Lopez wrote alleging Tesla was spending an insane amount of money on raw materials to make the Model 3S. Then there was another piece critical of the car maker's brake tests. Musk asked if she had paid for information from the whistleblower, an ex-Tesla employee, Martin Tripp. He tweeted, "Did you compensate or promise to compensate Martin Tripp for inside information about Tesla?" In another tweet, Musk criticizes her relationship with James Chanos, the well-known Tesla short seller. He asked if she had been giving him non-public information and accuses her of repeating his views verbatim. This is not journalism, he claims. Linette Lopez's pinned tweet claims Musk has been going through her Facebook history, something she wants Tesla investors to consider. And Linette joins me now. Linette, quite a story and quite a history there of Elon Musk, who's credited with so much innovation, lashing out so unprofessionally at journalists and inside anybody, really, that even would even question him.
It's certainly not something that you would expect from somebody who is confident in what they're doing right now. I've seen internal documents and a lot of evidence to corroborate what I was saying. I'll repeat again. I still stand by my reporting that Tesla was throwing away about a third of a car to make every Model 3 that it was making. And I stand by the fact that Tesla stopped doing a crucial brake test while it was ramping up production of the Model 3 car to meet a goal that Elon himself set, which was to manufacture 5,000 cars a week by the end of last month. This is not something that investors asked Elon for. This is not something that Elon, did because the employees wanted to meet this goal. This was an internal goal that he admitted to Bloomberg that he set because he felt he had to prove himself and the company. And that's something that after 15 years and only making a profit during one quarter in that entire time, is maybe not something you should focus on. Maybe you should focus on, fattening the margins of these cars. You should perhaps focus on perfecting the manufacturing process itself before you turn the cars towards speed mode and turn the process towards speed mode. The employees that we've talked to at Business Insider, that I've talked to, feel a lot of pressure. They're working long hours. They're pushing to unionize. And Musk has gone after them for that as well.
Why do you think that whether investors, whether just as society as a whole, has been giving him so many passes, whereas other CEOs who had similar, whether there's been scandals involving their personal lives or some things they've said publicly, that was a career ender for them. Why do you think he gets so many passes?
People love people who dream big. And that's an answer I've gotten from, random people on the internet who don't have a share of Tesla or even a car to, guys on Wall Street who are long the stock. They just love the idea that he's an innovator. They have this conception that he's Tony Stark, that he's this Iron Man figure. The reality is, Tesla is a very small company. People compare it to companies like GM. In fact, it has a bigger market cap than, you know, huge companies like Ford. But the reality is, you know, they haven't even made 200,000 cars a year. They're tiny.
They're investing in potential and somebody who dreams big and is an innovative genius, but on the other hand has shortcomings and has acknowledged them. And hopefully this letter from Gene Munster will put the Twitter aside. Maybe he'll learn his lesson.
I sincerely doubt it.
You're skeptical.
I'm very skeptical.
I'm hoping to end on a positive note. But great to have you on, because it really is important to go through not only this recent story and scandal involving the cave and accusing the rescuer of being a pedophile, but also the I would call harassment you received as well. So Linette, thank you for coming on. Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.